Hey, today I'm talking about 3 Isabela Merced Nickelodeon TV movies. And the names of those 3 films are Nickelodeon's Ho Ho Holiday Special, Legends of the Hidden Temple, and Splitting Atom. First up is Nickelodeon's Ho Ho Holiday Special. I went into this with very low expectations because it's, a Christmas holiday special starring every single Nickelodeon kid star at the time, which I knew none of them besides Isabela, and I don't know her from Nickelodeon. I know her from Dora the Explorer, the live action movie, which was fantastic. Also Instant Family, and more recently, Madam Web. And every single time I've seen her, I've thoroughly enjoyed a performance, and this is no exception. But I thought this was just gonna be trash, but I, no joke, without a doubt, unironically, thoroughly enjoyed this movie. I was in such disbelief with how much I was enjoying myself. It was crazy. The premise is there's this bad guy who wants to ruin Christmas for all of the Nickelodeon stars. So he invites them to this house to trap them in there, and they have to try to escape. And it's really fun. I was worried kids were gonna be really annoying or jokes were gonna get old and repetitive, but because it's such a big ensemble, no joke lasts that long. And honestly, the jokes, most of them landed for me. But because they went so fast too, even if something didn't work for me, we were right on to the next thing. So no kid really ever got annoying or whatever. It was just on to the next thing, and the next thing was usually pretty dang fun. And it really embodied the Christmas spirit, which was just fun. The big twist at the end was fun as well. I would really compare it to an episode of Saturday Night Live, just kind of in the sense of it feels sort of just sketch comedy. There's these little vignettes of really just throwaway jokes of sketches that have nothing to do with anything else. They're just usually a TV show or a play or something. And those worked really well for me. I think they were actually my favorite parts of the movie. In particular, the one with the 3 snowflakes and the apple. It's clear where that joke was going, but it was still really fun. So yeah, no, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie and would honestly wholeheartedly recommend it. If you want a good, fun, wholesome kids Christmas movie, this is a good, fun, wholesome kids Christmas movie. No joke, loved it, totally would recommend. Next up is Legends of the Hidden Temple. This is a 2016 film, loosely inspired by the kids challenge show thing of the same name. And the premise is this trio of kids are in a theme park that's Legends of the Hidden Temple themed, and they end up going into the actual temple, and then they have to navigate all the things. I was a little nervous going into this one because I thought it was just gonna be trash, but they put a lot of effort into this. There's definitely a budget here. The sets look legit. They're not don't look real, but they look like they put money into it. I think the backstory for why the temple exists and why they have to go after the amulets, I think that works. There's definitely logic there. I think the chemistry between the main brother and sister is really, really good. This is the movie that featured Isabela the most, and that definitely helped the movie for sure. But this movie definitely has its issues though, and I kind of wonder if it's just from cut content, because they don't really establish where they are in the world. They just kind of tell us what the main character's character flaw is. He's accident prone. But seeing that would have been really helpful to establish his character. And they don't really firmly establish character arcs for the main 2 kids. Also, it's super weird that there's 3 kids, especially because on the show they were in teams of 2, so why is this a trio? And for the longest time I wasn't even sure if the smallest kid was a brother. I thought he might be a friend, because they really don't treat him like a brother. He's just kind of there tagging along, which is definitely little brother energy, but I don't know. It felt strange. And because they put so much effort into a lot of this movie, I do really wonder if there was more of that character establishing stuff and moments where they did more stuff with the puzzles, but they cut that stuff out to bring the runtime down, because the movie's an hour and 5 minutes long, but it's designed for commercial breaks. So I wonder if they wanted it to be 90 minutes with commercial breaks and not 90 minutes without commercial breaks. So they got rid of character stuff. But it's honestly really close to being a pretty pretty dang good movie. They just needed to add in more character stuff and doing a little bit more with the puzzles. In particular, like there's one where like they're sinking in quicksand and there's this wall of glyphs next to them and he needs to press one of them and he ends up just like pressing a random button and it saves the day. But what he really should have done is like had to use his brain to figure out the puzzle and that. They do that with other ones. In particular, there's other glyphs where they have to like figure out which ones are the animals. And those were good when they did it. We just needed more stuff like that. I also really love the joke with the silver monkey and not being able to put it together. That was hilarious. So yeah, no, this movie's good. It's not bad. It's definitely not bad. It's so close to being something special, but it's not quite there. And I bet it was in the script, but it just got removed for like timing purposes or something like that. Would I recommend it? Yes, I honestly would. It's a good, fun kids movie. It's not gonna blow your mind or change your life or anything, but it goes by really fast. The story's fun. The characters are fun. It's lacking a bit, but like you can still enjoy a movie even though it's missing some pieces. So yeah, it's a cute, fun little movie. Would recommend. And lastly is Splitting Atom. This is a 2015 film, and the basic premise is, do you remember Michael Keaton's Duplicity? It's just that, except a teenager. Like, I'm fairly certain that the main kid in this just watched that movie repeatedly to memorize Michael Keaton's mannerisms and then just did his best impression. Now, I don't fault the main kid for his performance here. I think he did exactly what the adults involved in this wanted him to do. The issue is, it's really annoying. To the point of I had to shut it off because it was just too much. God, the dumb one was just the worst. But it was kind of also just frustrating shutting it off because like, it's not bad. The premise isn't bad. Like, I haven't watched Duplicity in a long time, but I remember liking Duplicity. And like, again, Isabela in this is a delight. Unfortunately though, she really isn't focused on a whole lot. He kind of gets distracted by the hijinks of the clones and the drama there rather than building the relationship with Isabela. And I do also like the messaging of the movie. Its goal is about like finding confidence in yourself, understanding that you're what people want. You just need to believe in yourself and stop focusing on what you're not and just, you know who you are and know that people who are worthwhile are going to see who you are and want to be around you. You don't need to change yourself to be with worthwhile people. So I do like that. But dear God, was the main boy annoying. And again, it's not his fault. It is not his fault. He did what the adults told him to do. I'm not shitting on him as a person or the choices that he made. I'm shitting on the adults who made those terrible choices for him. So yeah, would I recommend this movie? No. Just watch Duplicity. I'm sure it holds up for the most part. Just don't watch this. Alrighty, now for today's rankings. First up is Nickelodeon's Ho Ho Holiday Special, sitting at number 9 in the really like. That's kind of insane how high it is, but like, dude, I had so much fun with it, it's no joke. And then after that is Legends of the Hidden Temple, sitting at number 33 in the liked category. And then bringing up the rear, rightfully slow, is Splitting Atom, sitting at number 40 in the didn't like section. This is a total of 42 old movies so far this year.